What is up, everyone?
Hello,
Welcome to
hello.
Watch Your Work. We're back on our bi-weekly sort of cycle that we have going on. We have special guest from For the W, Jude, joining us. We're going to rip some Asia best of packs. Jude, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I was just talking beforehand about sick kids, and we got that in common. So
We can't escape it.
they're headed in the right direction. So glad to be joining you tonight.
I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad my voice works. Because it works, but it doesn't quite work to this point. Because when I tell people what our show is now, I say it like the song, and I try to get falsetto. And for the last
I
2
heard
weeks,
that.
is being worked. Yeah, the falsetto is not happening anytime soon. Kelsey, how are you?
I'm doing well. I think I'm where I don't have children of my own. I think the work kids, I may have caught some of it before it made its way into your homes. So on the tail end of all of that, and getting through first round of holiday stuff, and now we're in that sweet spot in between. That's not so sweet for kiddos because
No.
it's like holiday purgatory. But yeah, chugging along.
Woo, let's go. We got Getty, we got Stevie Wonder joining us. Mac Attack has sick kids as well. Speaking of sick and Mac Attack also has a pretty sick Kelsey Mitchell jersey in his collection now. So way to go, friend. I'm glad that that's happened for you.
I purchased the Kelsey Plum. I don't know if you saw the t-shirt that went around. It has just her face on it everywhere. And I did pull the trigger on that. So I forgot I owned it. I should have worn that today.
Oh my gosh.
Next time.
I can't wait.
The question I have is, does Kelsey get a portion of the residual on that shirt? Do you know?
She actually, I think, donated it.
Oh, okay.
So I do know that a portion of it was donated to something, and she promoted it. It was, I forget what it was. She sold it through, but
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
It's a cool one.
Yeah. Mike Zach's in the house.
We're being taking this to mean he's on his way home from trivia if he's if he's tuning in and commenting.
And I hope you like have it just framed and you like set it, like you just ripped your TV off the wall and you just like replace it with the frame thing in the jersey, and that's what you and the family watch at night.
I missed this conversation. Did he get the Stranger Things version of the jersey?
He got the Stranger Things version of the jersey.
That's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah.
Can we I've been thinking of like a delicate way to bring this up, and I think I'm just going to be past delicate at this point. At the risk of really ruining the good vibes and ruining Mac Attack's day by talking about it, I'm going to throw out a question for folks. Is the Indian Fever like better off trading Kelsey Mitchell to get an actual point guard with this team rebuild?
Man,
let me know.
You look at Kelsey Mitchell's stats though. She's pretty good.
I know.
Underrated last season, I would argue.
Who would you suggest is sort of the veteran presence or the person that you sort of anchor around? If
this is what I've been like trying to like come up with, like the straight line, like this is the point guard that they need. The first name that came up is not a true point guard, but a great facilitator. And I think that trading like for someone like Marina Mabry would work out really well for them. I think getting someone in the vein of, I don't want to say like, not like a Jordan Canada, because that's not like exact like trade value, but that's someone that Sparks are actually desperately going to need, someone who can provide perimeter scoring. So if they can get like some version of that plus like a Katie Lou Samuelson like on the edge, I think that's a package that's doable. I felt like I would get like more buy-in from my side of this just by like speaking these words out into existence. But face reading what's happening right now, it's like I feel like I am the person at the dinner table who just like brought up the hot take for conversation starter and just like pulled the record scratch like off the party.
I don't think the thought's a bad idea. Like, I don't think it's like, no, absolutely, this is ridiculous. What are you doing?
That's the most polite.
My pause is I'm like, I don't know who it is. And so my face was more like, what would that look like?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm with Kelsey on this. You kind of dropped it on us, and we were just trying to think aloud. Okay, what would this look like? So
Okay. Okay. We'll
Jen,
circle
no
back
thoughts?
at the show. Hold on. Of course, you like don't share your husband. Like this is true.
Oh no, that was from when I
No,
said I think he's coming
Part
home.
of my conversation. Like this is part of my argument. I've already lining it up.
Yeah, whatever. Words out of context. My gloves. And my gloves
Exactly.
when that
We're
happens.
pulling that. Huge fan of it.
We're just gonna keep that like thumbnailed so that we can just throw it in. This is true. This is true.
I
I'm
just
gonna
love
say
that
that one.
we'll pull that as like its own drop and just like
Oh,
have it
yeah,
set
yeah.
there in the middle.
Mhm.
All right, Jude, we didn't bring you on to have to deal with and forcibly just intake my bad WNBA
Kevin's hot
takes.
takes.
but I'm happy to do so.
Oh yeah, you're a great sport about it. We're here to rip packs, and I don't know the last time that I got on YouTube and I sat through any kind of video of like people like ripping packs like on a stream. Like
It's
this
been a
is
minute.
Oh, really?
like we're bringing back like a good show. I'm ready for this. Tell me about the story with these packs, like what For the W is doing, how they got them, maybe what the plan is with what we ripped tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So there was, as you probably are well aware, there was this first access pack that had just one moment in it. It's an A'ja Wilson Top Shot debut from the best of 2021 set. We come to find out after Jen and I become captains of on Top Shot for the $120,000 grant that we're administering on behalf of W Collectors, who own the best of 2021 set. We come to find out that Dapper has 1,196 of these packs just kind of laying around, right? And it was the way it was explained to me by a person who like no longer works for Dapper. So hopefully he won't be too mad at me for sharing this, but he said they're kind of a black box for us. And I think that what he meant by that was that at the time that he gave them over to us, the price of the Wilson was about $90. Now she's down to about $39. And I think that they understood that, sort of throwing them into the universe was going to cause some sort of adverse market reaction. And they were sensitive to the idea that this was going to go south and it was going to generate some bad buzz among W collectors. So we didn't want to run, Jen and I didn't want to run into that buzzsaw either. So we actually surveyed our community. And as it turns out, a lot of our community is actually on Discord. We found out that 1,600 of the 2,100 collectors actually have verified and are on Discord. So we thought no better place to reach out to our collectors than to have a survey. And we said, hey, what do we do with these moments? And overwhelmingly people said burn. And so that was not what Jen and I expected, but we are also, this is not, there's a little bit of a dictatorship, but it's mostly a democracy. And so,
yes, those can coexist very peacefully.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, right. We can call it benevolent dictatorship.
Yes, exactly.
Those ideological frameworks really do mesh well together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at some point, somebody's got to make a decision, right? And so sometimes it's, we think what's in the best interest for the group. We always try to think about, what the group's given us as a guidepost. And so they said burn. So Jen and I kind of worked out the math and just said, look, one of the things they also told us was, hey, go slow on this, right? Less than 50 by the end of the year. And so Jen and I both kind of, sussed it out and said, look, if there's 50 that need to be disposed of in some way, why don't we burn half of them? Because that's sort of the overwhelming, thought. And then, I was talking to Kevin earlier today and I was like, I really have this need for transparency. I really want people to be able to see this and sort of, I like sharing in the excitement of ripping a pack. And I thought, what better way to do this in a transparent way than to come on the show and just let's do it together. And, if I'm expecting all just garbage cereals that will just burn in 2 days, but if there's a cool cereal, then I'll, we'll be taking input from not only you two wonderful people, but the rest of our community about, what to do with, maybe a cherished moment. So, I'm going to be looking out for palindromes. I'm going to be looking out for multiples of 1,000. I'm going to be looking out for things under 1,000, things I think people might actually want. But if it's like 87.91 like into the trash bin. Let's just do it. So look, I gifted Kevin the packs. He's promised me that he will return the Asias. I still think you should check his OTM account and just see the number just rise up 5 times 40 and see another little $800 jump in his account.
Yeah. How fast does that update? Like if you burn it, will we see it drop? Like can we do the open burn account value drop?
So I'm learning about the burns by doing the burns, right? And it's a very convoluted system. Unfortunately, Top Shot has a really easy gifting mechanism for the captains, where I literally could just sit there and click a button 25 times and get the packs over to Kevin today. But their burning mechanism is so convoluted. It's clicking 4 buttons to send it to a custodial Blockbill wallet, and at that point, I then connect my Blockbill wallet to this website called Ashes on Fire. And then once it's connected, then I can select the Top Shot moments that I want to be burned. And I can't move those moments until 48 hours has elapsed. So when Kevin sends them back to me, actually the 48-hour timer will go. And so I'll end up burning these sometime on Thursday or Friday, depending on how fast he gets them back to me. So
I need you to time how long it takes you to burn them all. Is it like you have to upload them individually, right? In that process you just explained. I was like,
literally one at a time.
One at a time, right.
I'm proud and also a little embarrassed to say we burned about 2,500 moments. And so I've clicked 2,500 times 4 times, which is 10,000 clicks. So
this was popped up already. And so I just want to reiterate to everyone after this explanation of how you're going to spend your time 48 hours from now. Huge props.
Yeah, Jen was giving me a little bit of a hard time today, and yeah, it also generates.
You can set her curtain. I love this.
Yeah, it also generates 2 emails, which she's talking about. I just literally filled for the W Captain's Gmail inbox with just, hey, you've transferred this moment out to this Blockbill wallet. It generates 2 emails, so she's gotten so many emails about this. But happy to do it. We had a great time over this Black Friday sort of buy nothing day, where we actually did this huge trade-in program, and a lot of people walked away with some crown jewels of their collections now, and we're happy to do it. We spent about $8,000 of Dapper's money in the marketplace to not only raise the floors of some moments that you all might own, but also put Dapper credit in the hands of W collectors who had extra moments that they want to offload, and also get those rare jewels into people's hands that they could not otherwise afford. A lot of people were sitting on a lot of moments, and they thought to themselves, what am I doing? What am I doing with these moments? I've stacked these moments. I thought I was maybe a long time ago, you were getting CS score for them or whatever. And, now you have 10 Crystal Dangerfields you don't know what to do with. And so we gave people an opportunity to turn those in, turn in their trash for gold, basically. And it was really well received, and I was happy to do it. And so now I'm doing the last part, which is burning all the moments that they sent me. So it's a huge fire pit. I mean, we're almost up to 3,000 moments. So it's been really great. So
that's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. And let's see if we can get this to work on my screen at all. It is very zoomed in, but Juju did share some of the survey results that you had mentioned before. Yeah. And you can see by a large margin that burn the moments definitely in first place, with distribute to collectors in second, and then a whole lot else sort of just
just get them out of circulation.
Exactly.
What I have is it.
And I think what we're hearing from people, and I guess I agree, is that that 11,250 mint count that we've all come to know for the best of 21 set, it's just too large for the number of W collectors there are today. Yeah. And so we want to help do our part to right size this. And if we can do it in tandem with people getting moments that they actually want, I think it's a win-win. Yeah. And so we haven't fixed everything, and we're never going to fix everything with the budget that we have, but we're doing our part. I felt like a Starship Troopers moment there, where I'm doing my part.
What a reference.
And we're giving people what they said that they want. So we're all hopeful that 5 years from now that there's 11,000 of us on the Top Shot platform who love the W as passionately as the 3 of us do, but they're just not here right now. And so We don't need a lot of $2 moments
Yeah.
flooding the marketplace, frankly.
Right.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I love
I'm with that. Like I'm ready to get into this. Like
Yeah, let's do it.
When we're talking about like cereals that we're saving, have we taken the Dunbar approach and like Googled what Asia's birthday is, just in case
no.
that comes up as a cereal?
No, I
Birthday
haven't.
height.
Birthday height.
Number of points scored all time.
Yeah, was she the same number in college? Like,
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
the
Like,
zip codes of
22
you
would
know?
be good, right? But
You know what? We're Google. Okay, Asia Wilson, August 8th, 1996.
Okay.
The full Dunbar approach would probably justify every number. So we should.
I mean, 808 would also be pretty good. Yeah, 808
Yep.
would be pretty good. So.
Yeah, we could live with that. All right.
You
Let's
said
see.
1991?
1996.
96. Okay. So
96.
1996 we'll look out for too, but
Right.
2021 we'll look out for as well.
Just well, we're just gonna keep our eyes on everything.
We can
This
turn
is gonna be like me when I like decide like which books I'm like finally gonna donate. We're just gonna like go through and just decide, you know what, I need this, I need this. Here we go. We have 25 packs. 25 packs set in
love
my
it.
account.
When's the last time you opened 25 packs at once? If ever.
Never.
Never.
I'm really glad that
Never.
there's not like reveal all happening right there in the top right corner.
There would be
The
cool if you
temptation.
could reveal all for multiple packs. That you
Oh
could
my
just like
gosh.
line up the packs and be like,
Yeah, just gone, and then we'd be done. I'm really wishing I would have spent a better part of my day coming up with like all kinds of would you rather questions, conversation starters, icebreakers to get us through the next 25 packs.
It's okay. I
but
was
we'll
just thinking that I actually don't know the music for this because I've never opened one of these packs. So I don't know if it has like different
gosh.
music.
Yeah, let's see. I think I need to stop
the
share
audio
and
tab.
then we can get back into it to
Guys, we're really throwing it back. This reminds me of Mike being like, make sure you click share tab, select the checkbox at the bottom of the screen.
we got the share audio. Here we go.
Your audio, unmute. Perfect.
All right. Let me know if you can hear it.
I don't hear anything
I
yet.
don't hear anything.
Then we can decide how many packs it's worth the audio.
Can you hear the audio?
I cannot hear the audio, so
Oh, well, if you can't hear it, it's incredible right now. It's very
I
loud.
was like, Kevin can definitely hear it.
It was very like it was very early Nicki Minaj.
I was gonna say, is it like a rap song or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was super good.
Shrell, pull up. I guess that's the name of the song, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So copy
look up
paste,
Sherelle's
play it in your own
birthday?
tabs if you wanna listen to that while we open. Put it in your Spotify and just have it play on loop while we open these.
Yes,
That's
let's
great.
see how many times the song plays.
All right.
This is great.
Let's get it going. 7780. Does that mean anything for anybody?
It means nothing to me. So
All right.
I mean, I think there's something to be
Just-
said about how cool this play is too, right? I mean, it's just-
appreciation for the play.
yeah, absolutely.
Appreciation for the play.
Awesome.
Appreciation for just like having the whole like bubble look around for all these moments that we're going to be watching.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I am hoping so much for a great serial.
I don't know if like there. 95.59. There we go. We got a
one of your
palindrome.
palindromes. Yeah.
There you 2 packs in. We got a palindrome. Like
I would love for someone to live tweet this, like each individual number we pull.
It's like bad bingo, right?
I was gonna say,
9559.
we should have a
It's like
bingo
the
card.
scoregami, but it's every few seconds. It's like palindrome. Like we haven't seen that one before because
We have a collector who's a pretty active in our chat who loves palindromes. So I'll have to reach out to him and see 9559 is one that he's collecting or not. But
there you go. I like
What's
that.
big on your palindrome?
Yeah,
palette
what's-
this week?
what's a must-have palindrome?
That's knowledge of the community if I've ever heard it.
Ooh,
668. All right, sure.
okay. Let's keep it up. We're here all for big numbers right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes the job a lot easier.
Yeah.
Getty says dibs on 2112.
I wish I had wish I knew how to do this, but it would have been great if there were just like a burn video we could
Burn
play.
immediately.
Just like
Right
so that
there.
like a video plays over with flames really quickly and then it goes away. And then we just like
Like
flame on the screen.
97, 95.
87, 95.
All right. So look,
I love this dibs on 2-1-1-2 though. Like everyone pick your lottery number. Like throw
hey, there
throw
we
your
go.
numbers in the chat.
Oh, am I wrong in
Okay.
thinking Getty plus 2112 is a Rush like a dual Rush reference here? Is that it's got to be a Rush reference, right? Didn't Rush have an album 2112 and their
Didn't
lead
they?
singer is Geddy Lee?
Getty, is there meaning to your 2112 pick?
Oh my gosh, there's layers here.
Let us know.
Let us
I was
know.
thinking
We have
it's a
time.
21 moment
We
and
have
then it's a
time to get
palindrome,
through.
so 2112.
Yeah, this is what I want to know. Like, what's the best cereal
know-
still in packs? But also, like, Jude, what is your hard line for like good cereal, not good cereal?
See, I love anything 3-digit or less. Obviously, 2 digits a no-brainer, right?
Mhm.
I meant to look this up, Mac. I meant to look up like what's still left in a pack, and I didn't. So, if somebody wants to,
Running out.
Hey, 745.
yeah, there we go. All
There you
right,
go. That's 3 digits.
there we go. That's a good one.
Excellent. All right. Not July 1945 would have been a great birthday pack, but that's fine. We'll just
45.
live with 3 digits.
It's someone's birthday.
It's a year and a month
Exactly.
after the invasion of Normandy. Don't you know?
You know,
Gotta keep it.
important, pivotal moment in American history. You got to keep the cereal.
They hadn't dropped the bomb on Hiroshima yet, so I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
Mm-hmm. 10 5, 10
that's
5
see,
1
that's
6.
that's exactly the kind of cereal I want to burn. 10 5 1 6. My God.
Yep. Nothing special about that. Nothing special happened in the year 10 5 1 6, right?
Someone's like,
I
my
don't know.
kid's
That's
birthday's 10 5 16. What do you mean?
October 5th.
How dare you?
Just turned 6. 85.
5 96.
Am I wrong in thinking we got 95 96 and 85 96 now? That's okay. It's okay.
You're
You weren't
right.
paying enough attention for this.
Numbers 3
How
to
do we
8 are
have?
still
We're
in
looking for
packs.
the 8
coming in
8
clutch.
96, not August 5th 96.
Ah, so
Okay.
close. Oh, look at that. 3 and 8 are still in
So
pack. 3 to
close.
8. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Lordy, give us one of those for the content and for the
Yeah.
collectors. Sure.
Ooh, look at 10 through 13, 15, 16. Wow. There's a lot of them.
Oh my gosh. Give us one of those. 224.
Ooh.
That's all right.
Okay.
Let's take that.
Yeah.
So 224 Asia's number 4 for
The number of MVPs that she's
the
going to
number
win.
of MVPs. I was gonna say the number of championships.
Number of
she's won.
championships.
224 the
Uh,
win. Just
NCAA
FYI,
title.
There you
just
go.
four.
For the win.
Right.
There you go. Perfect.
Yep, there you go.
22 4 22. Yeah. It's got the 22 in there.
It all works. We're piecing together
Whatever,
perfectly.
yeah, whatever whatever you need individually to justify.
Oh, can't all be winners.
Oh yeah,
What-
perfect.
Been great contact is to have like some prizes set for like over unders on here, so we could set like a number and then
This is
Oh,
also
yeah.
true.
give a moment
Yeah.
away to someone. Um,
Dude, more.
Look at Jim doing that for us.
Whoa, big
So
brain,
smart.
galaxy brain.
Yeah.
Oh man, someone had to do the math for us.
2 times 2, also 4.
Whoa, okay,
Guys.
this is getting bizarre.
Out of
Like, there's
control.
Slow it down, Kels.
Yep, we are moving real fast for my English major brain right now.
Oh, did we miss a? Oh, I guess 10801 would have been a 5-digit palindrome.
Oh
right?
my gosh, you're right.
Didn't even think about that.
Oh. Yeah, once it's 5
Let's
digits,
get
we're like,
10,000
forget it.
Whatever.
I'm only here for 3 through 8. That's what I'm here.
Guys.
Do I also keep watching the video, like thinking something different might happen? I might.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Is she going to steal the ball next time? Is
Exactly.
she throwing it down court for a sweet pass?
Heaving it. Is there going to be a car in the background? Like, we look for all the.
Is there a gorilla that
all the
nobody's
details.
noticing?
There you go. Is Kelsey Mitchell holding a tiny trophy on the sidelines? There, nope. It would be a great like "Where's Waldo" sort of reference if like if one moment she was wearing like a black leg sleeve and you like had to like pick out the
exactly
the different details in every
What
video.
happened to Parallels Asia Wilson, huh?
I would love if there was one moment with something that we notice. It's like one of them got uploaded differently.
Oh my gosh. Just to have like some like watermark
We're
or
like, that's different.
I mean, those are the cards that you collected when we were kids, right? Like,
right.
you know, I wanted the Billy Ripken with the F face on it on the bat handle, you know, like that one was more valuable. So,
oh yeah, totally the Topps refractor days, where you would have to like not just like open your packs, but you have to take it outside and put it in the sun to see like, is this like reflecting light in the way that makes it way more valuable than like if it reflects light differently. Those are great bygone days.
All right, what are we up to now? 15? Is that what we're doing?
15. This is number 15. We're desperate need of a single digit here at some point. We've really covered the 7,000 range, 10,000 range super well.
The 7,000s are well covered.
They're well represented on this stream. Oh my God. Oh man, this is like when I was like roommates with engineers in college, and like that would be like fun for them, like find prime numbers and things.
Y'all chat, we'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know.
Let us know if
we can go over divisibility rules if we need to.
Oh Lord.
I did teach 5th grade math for a time.
Ooh, still living in that 10K range. Still a great Brock. Oh, great. 6,000. We moved up. We've gone from 10K to 7K to 6K. Like, I'm a fan. All right. We have 8 more packs. Right. 7 more packs to open after this. As we dig into this, because I can't talk and click at the same time, Jude, I know that after your 10,000 clicks, you're a lot better probably multitasking with that than I am at the moment. But like once we get into like these last few packs, like I want to know your thoughts about like we got news, we got alpha about the In Their Bag set that's coming out. It really is going to be something that happens in 2022. What are thoughts? Like, you've seen the roster? Are you excited about who's in it? Are you excited about minting the set 1 to 50? Like, jump off wherever you want to on this.
Yeah. I am excited about minting the set 1 to 50. Obviously, it's going to cut down on the number of people that have access to these packs, but I also think we're going to, Dapper has a plan to get them in the hands of what I would be considered like passionate W collectors. I really do feel like people are going to be happy with the methodology that they've come up with to make sure that the people who have a chance to buy these packs are people who would be interested in these packs in the first place for collecting them and not just for, flipping them. I'm not saying flipping is a bad thing. Sometimes people, need to do that for whatever reason. But I think that if you were involved with us last summer in the building of the Rise With Us challenges and all of the other, things that were going on, then I think that you're going to be probably in line to have a chance at this pack. Now, having said that, will this pack be at your pack price point, right? I don't know that, right? The stuff that I've heard recently has flipped me from a absolutely not going to buy this to a now I'm seriously considering buying it because I've heard a little bit more about the pack contents and, obviously we know the players. There are some overlaps here. Leah Copper's getting a new a moment. She had one in her bag. Asia Wilson had one in her bag. Sue Bird had one in her bag, right? And they're all in the new set. So there are some, dubs here, but like I think Brianna Stewart was a complete somebody who just needed a legendary. Has a couple of rares, and now she's getting her own legendary. Totally deserved. I'm guessing it's from her 43-point performance in the losing effort against the Aces, and I didn't check the dates on it, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see the moments. I can't believe we went from Alyssa Thomas fandom to Alyssa Thomas rare to Alyssa Thomas Lego all here. But I just I'm excited that it's finally here. I'm excited they're finally communicating about it. I know that some of the delays were unfortunately due to some turnover in staff that was working on this set, and people that we were talking to back in, I think, late September, October about this set are just no longer working for Dapper. So it's great that it's finally here. It's great that, we've learned a little bit about the moments, and I can't wait for the formal announcement so that we can talk pack contents and pack prices and see and get everybody's feelings on, what they think and if they're going to go for it, especially if they're eligible for it. So I'm really, really excited to see that. It's not going to be everything for everybody, but I'm hoping that people who love collecting sort of these signature sets are excited about this. So that was my thoughts.
Yeah.
Those are good thoughts. Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel in a very similar spot to you, in that I was someone who was very much like a no, and like there's hard no, and now I'm softening that stance a little bit. I think the overlap in players having multiple legendaries on this site is a concern, but not a large one.
Feels
because
inevitable.
we knew this set was coming. Like what would, like, how could you tell the story of a season without putting a Candace Parker or
there's just like not as
John
many
Paul Jones out
players.
there? Yeah,
the volume,
exactly.
like the sheer number of people.
No,
it makes sense to me.
When you're telling the story of the playoffs and the same teams make the playoffs 2 years in a row, and you have superstar players, this is going to happen, right? And I don't think this is any surprise to anybody.
Yeah.
We can debate who should have been in the set that wasn't in the set or whatever. To my knowledge, there are no Top Shot debuts in this set, which they did, with a couple of people from the last thing, and I think that caused some heartache or for people. So we can have that discussion certainly, but I think that it's going to be interesting. It looks like they're primed up for if you a challenge reward. I don't know if you're gonna have to complete all 8 to get the 9th moment, but that's what it looks like at this point. So
yeah.
Just kind of nice. It's interesting. And I need to finish the MGLE set personally. So if I don't put the money towards the ITB pack, I probably will put it towards hopefully the influx of MGLE moments hitting the market after they're included. I mean, I feel like I'm not telling tales out of school to say that there's going to be an MGLE in this pack. So, so I'm looking forward to maybe feasting on that a little bit and sort of getting them at the prices that I feel more comfortable paying, because right now I'm looking at that Sue Bird and it's still pretty high. So
it's steep.
If it could come down like $10, I'd probably be a buyer,
Yeah. I think that's the most expensive W rare on the marketplace now. I think it's eclipsed the Lisa Leslie that's gone down. I think Lisa Leslie is now like sub 200 on the site.
I bought her the other day for 125 for a collector who turned in a bunch of Sparks moments that we ended up burning. I just felt incredibly sad. I mean, it's just such an iconic moment. And when I was first starting collecting, I just said, look, all these numbers are $879 for this run it back set. Why is the Leslie $600? And everyone was like, whoa, like you have to understand the history. And I did understand the history, but I also didn't understand the sort of behavior of like, it's not a bottleneck for the set, what I mean? And so when it came down, I grabbed my copy, I think at like 300, 330. And I was like, I'm so psyched that this came out half. And now it's 125. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. And it deserves better. As Jen Ford is wise to say many times, many of those moments deserve better. Many of those are iconic players delivering in clutch moments, and they deserve better than what they've got going on right now. But I also think it presents a great opportunity for somebody who who wants to collect the summer 2021 Run It Back W25 set. I mean, it's now way more within reach than it's ever been, and so it presents great opportunity for new collectors who are coming on, who are getting excited about the W. So
yeah, and I think with all of that, if the in their back set brings folks back to the marketplace, either from dumping MGLEs, you hope some folks recognize that, because there's a whole lot of those initial Run It Back moments that are sitting below, man, even like $30. I think the Sylvia Fowles is somewhere around like 22, 25, kind of in that range. And like,
yeah, I think you can get it at Augustus for about 24 right now.
Yeah.
It's super bummer, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's clearly a demand for that Sue Bird game recognized game, the Ryan Howard, Skylar Diggins Smith, and Sabrina Ionescu challenge rewards from the MGLE set are certainly still in high demand. So I missed the number. I was busy talking. I guess I'm not that good at multitasking.
5152.
Nothing right home about. So.
Last one.
Right. Last one. All right. Well, what are we hoping for? Do you want to?
I mean, let's
get
closest
cereal gets. Right? What's that?
Oh, yeah. Closest
3 through 8.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, let's call your shot. And, let's call your shot. And if
7,
I don't get tired of sending 25 moments to Jude, I can also send. I think I have an extra Jewel Lloyd 8K that I can send to one of you. Kelsey, what's your serial number guess?
7.
7.
Wow.
Oh, I'm rooting for the low one. There's been 24.
Right rules.
Oh, absolutely. Price is Right rules.
Okay.
I'm not doing math one way or another.
Let's see. I don't think we've seen anything in the 4,000 range, have we?
That's
4,000.
Yes.
I'm going to say. Let's say.
I'm dreaming big.
41.58. I don't know.
41.58. All right.
I'm going to make you do math.
And I'm not going to send a moment to myself, and I'm not going to do the jerk Price is Right move to say 41.59 for Jude.
The whole time
but let's go.
Would be smart though.
Let's go.
I left you a lot of real estate there, Kev.
Yeah, there's a big gulf here that I'm comfortable navigating.
Let's
all right. Let's see.
Oh God, I would laugh so hard.
Oh,
wow. Those numbers total to 7. 11302, I think it was.
Yeah. Those numbers do total to 7. There you go.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Yep. Called it. Called your shot.
11032.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't 7.
Amazing.
It was not.
It wasn't 7.
I think that was the worst pull. I think that was the highest one.
Our lowest serial is 224, which hey, not bad.
2 + 2, 2 × 2, 2 squared.
I feel like
Yep.
2. I think 224 will gather some interest when we bring that back to the community. So
for sure, for fans of 2, for fans of numbers,
you'll burn the other 24. I mean,
don't give me ideas. I will execute.
It's what the people want. Burn them.
Exactly.
In dramatic fashion.
That's right. Oh my gosh, Jude, this was fun. When you came to me in my DMs and said, "Hey, we got a bunch of moments to burn. Let's make a show out of it."
Now, I feel like if that's a thing that we think will continue to happen, where you'll get moments and we'll need to burn them. I am hearing like Taylor Swift Picture to Burn remixes. I'm hearing I'm seeing graphics. It could be a whole production.
So on the next show, I'm going to teach Kevin how to transfer to a blocked OL, and we can watch him click everything.
Incredible.
4 times.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be amazing.
This is great.
Incredible.
We could like the Angela Lansbury walking away from a car with it on fire.
I wanted Angela Lansbury. I think I need to learn how to make short videos.
Mm-hmm. What's who's the person that Stella got their groove back? And why did I say Angela Lansbury?
Oh, it's Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing is that? That's a great like mix up. Angela Bassett and like a Murder She Wrote like remix. Like perfect. Okay.
So
I
many
was
options.
just going to say, Kelsey's joking a little bit, but one of the things that the survey identified was that they want us to do something with all 1,196 moments by next September 30th. And that was kind of 1 year from the date that we gave the survey, right? And so if we are going to, RIP, if we're going to burn half of them, like we burned half tonight, or going to burn half tonight, that would be about 600 moments. So tune in for the 2-hour live stream of Kevin just ripping.
I love a burning episode. Well, Burning Man, there's so many things that I'm thinking of. I want to make merch. It's great. It's great.
Anyone who shows up to the show, they can be our burning stands.
I'm hearing Usher, Let It Burn. Like I'm gonna have a whole playlist for this thing.
Maybe you can just bring me on like once every 2 weeks to do like 50 moments or something like that, and we just like.
We've been talking about like recurring gags.
Yeah, like burning corner.
This is it.
So now we bring on Jude for the for more burning.
You are Burning Man.
I burn.
I am. You are Burning Man.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I was wearing my Connecticut Sun apparel for a specific reason.
Oh my gosh! There you go. It all
Coaching
ties
changes?
together. Love this energy.
Do we have some hires today? Am I remembering my teams right?
So we had a general manager get hired for the Sun today.
Yes, that's right.
We had a coach hired since I think the last time you guys might have streamed, right?
Yep.
Stephanie White, right?
Yep. How are you
think,
feeling about that?
So I honestly, I looked at her resume. I mean, it seems like she has the pedigree there. I don't, I loved Kurt, so I'm gonna miss Kurt, but I think you can make it. Yeah.
Jen's always on top of things.
Yes, exactly. So, and this is why Jen and I make such a good parent. Jen can go with the best on talking about, all the latest in college basketball. And I'm still very much in the college football mode. So I haven't yet transitioned fully over into women's basketball. I did watch the Stanford, South Carolina game. That was so great.
So great.
I noticed that the Brittany Griner sweaters that,
they matched.
Yeah, and they were on sale today as part of Giving Tuesday from the Players Society. Cool. So if you guys like those designs, then run out and grab one. I don't know the website. It's playersociety.com.
Yeah. Crystal Dangerfield's website launched today. Remember when she was on and talking about Community Defined? So that website is live today. So if anyone wants to go check that out, that's also a great option for Giving Tuesday.
Yeah, and it was about like food access, community development, that kind of thing. Yeah. Very cool.
So that website's live.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like I feel like there are a couple things on the internet today that I saw that I wanted to pinpoint for today.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah. So the Connecticut Sun go a new direction with their franchise. I'm with you. It seems undefined at this point because the names aren't I would say household names going in there. Washington Mystics, since the last time we met.
Keep it in the family.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah.
Running it back with keeping a younger son named Eric.
Thibodeau,
still in the business. I don't think it worked for the former president super well, but maybe it'll work for the Mystics. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
You're talking about the United States president, like George Bush, George W.
Sure.
Bush?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. We get enough spam on our comments, so we don't need to bring more by mentioning any famous last names of former presidents who have a son named Eric.
Okay.
Right. And shoot, there was something else on that vein that I was going to bring up. The WNBA tweeting something cryptic yesterday with eye emojis and saying can't wait for
so Jen's got a good theory about this. Did you hear the theory?
I haven't heard the theory. I've heard some theories.
So last year, I believe, and Jen can jump in the comments and correct me, I believe the schedule release was December 8th. Ooh. And so we believe that sometime, let's say the next 48 to 72 hours, we're going to see a schedule for next year, which is tremendously big for us because we are going to be planning what we call IRL, in real life events, predicated around games. we've already started making little purchases. The Fever made it impossible for us to pass on their dollar promotion. So we got some tickets for the Fever game. There was some Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals for ticket packages that we jumped on because the prices were, 50% or better off. And
Nice.
we definitely have kept our eyes on some other things, but it's always been our intention to get to at least 6 games and plan events around 6 games and featuring all 12 teams next year. We're also going to be heavy into the Athletes Unlimited that starts in, help me out here, Kevin, February, I think, or March.
Yeah, middle of February, right?
Middle of February, and that's going to be hosted in Dallas this year. So to the extent that you live in the Dallas, Fort Worth area, keep your eyes peeled and please join our Best of 21 collector set, because we're going to be giving away some tickets to that and some player experiences. That will be super great. And so we're excited to put pen to paper and try to figure out what makes sense in terms of being able to see all 12 teams and having things that are set up so that people can go to one that's near them if they can travel, or if they can't, then figuring out other ideas for some of our collectors who can't make those IRL experiences. So Jen is cooking up a lot of great things for Christmas. She's shared with me some of her ideas. I think they're all just amazing. I cannot wait to do like a 12 days of sharing and caring and giving away.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah,
Right.
And so I'm just excited. I'm just excited for you all to experience that. So in the rare case that I'm talking to somebody that doesn't have our set, get our set, because it's like $250, and we're gonna bring you way more than $250 in value. And this is a perfect opportunity to get a ticket for an upcoming game near you, and take somebody. If you've never gone, it's a great experience. And if you've gone before, then take somebody who hasn't gone and let them experience the W, because it's just such I just love it. It's such a great atmosphere. I took both of my boys last year separately. They both had an amazing experience. My son still talks about the Lightning versus the Americans, which is apparently this is the Liberty, the game that we saw. So we had a really good time, and I'm hoping to give that experience to as many people. And I'm just loving what the NBA captains are doing. If you watch any of that stuff, there's lots of ticket giveaways. There's lots of people bringing their kids for the first time. They don't care where they sit, and the seats are good anyways. And it's going to be the same for the WNBA. The seats, I mean, for the most part, unless you're in Seattle or Los Angeles, the seats are probably really inexpensive, and we'll get tickets to those places too. But just very, very excited to spend some money on y'all and get you out to and start marking some calendars so that we can have some meetups at a place that's convenient for you, whether that's Uncasville, Connecticut, or Minneapolis or Indianapolis, or wherever the destination takes you. So,
well, that's incredible.
Keep our eyes peeled for both schedule drops then.
Yeah, and if you got some
cool.
places like, yeah, this would be a great game, I want to see this or whatever, like, we definitely take input from people. Like I said, it is a little bit of a dictatorship, so we will have final say, but we definitely welcome your input about the schedule and games that you're excited about. So
a democracy.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Jude,
That's
thank you so
amazing.
much for having the space for what you're doing for the W. I know just how good a hands that community.
This is the least you got. Like, do what you need to do. You reminded everyone you're doing this for free out of the goodness of your hearts and with your time. So it makes perfect sense for you to make those work for you.
Community is in great hands with you all, and take care of yourself. Don't be the final say on this. Like, don't let us yahoos like push you around at all. But do please feel welcome to come back on. Bring more packs. Bring packs every time we have a show. We're here.
Let's
as you can tell, we're usually in desperate need of content or conversation, because we could be talking about Halloween candy. We could be mixing up our
especially in the off season, we've been going off the rails quite a bit.
Wait a second. That Halloween candy discussion was legitimate, right? And I was just telling Jen about this too. Like, I legit laughed out loud when Kelsey was like, she named it after Lyme disease, but in the color lime, those are two separate concepts, right? Like I was like dying.
I forgot that was all the same
I
show.
hadn't even thought about it. And I was just like, oh my God, that like, it was just like a head mind blow moment for talking about Elena Delle Donne's sneakers.
That does remind me. I should go check on those sneakers. They're pretty
Those
cool.
sneakers are great. Those sneakers,
Sneakers are
are
very
great.
cool.
Those sneakers are
But
great.
yeah,
I'm
very
not
funny.
essing on those sneakers at all, but I just thought it was really funny that
Yeah, separate.
like,
They're separate, just like
Yeah,
the
just-
color Lyme and Lyme disease.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
fully.
I
this
started
got-
to push that thing out of my brain, and
Don't
we are
sell
back in
yourself
it.
short. There's some good content here.
There's
so.
great.
We do what we can.
Yeah,
This off-season content.
off-season content is what we can do. Yeah, so we'll keep looking out. This was a lot of fun, Jude.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, and
We'll
thank you
keep your
guys
eyes
again.
peeled
I know
for
Kevin
you.
said.
Yeah, we're
But,
gonna keep our eyes
thank you
peeled
guys.
for.
I
We're
just
gonna
want to
keep our
thank.
eyes
I like
peeled.
want to make sure we're thanking Jude and Jen for everything they're doing. I just
Right.
like everyone else too. Make sure you're giving them their flowers because they're already doing so much and we're out of season. So just
You're welcome. I want to highlight that first response to the
Matt Allen Tuck MVP.
oh my gosh. I just
WNBA Twitter
It's
Hall of
very
Fame
good.
worthy.
when the Aces were they were in the I guess maybe it was right after the All-Star break, right? And they were faking giving her like a cheese stick or something as the next trophy or whatever it was, and it's just, I mean, there's a team that really is loose and just seems like they'd be a ton of fun to be around. Just absolutely just joy to just sit in the background and just watch like horse around. I mean, the burrito thing had me laughing. I don't know if you saw them slapping
Yeah,
burritos.
oh man, they're so fun.
Yeah.
Their Twitter conversations, they just feel like real people some of the time, and you're
And how much effort went into like shutting off the lights and using their phone lights to do like the twerking breakdowns and stuff like that.
Even just how drunk they got on purpose and we're not afraid of being on camera. Like A'ja Wilson's like, yeah, I just won a championship. I'm gonna get drunk today, and I'm gonna answer questions drunk, and we're all gonna love it.
And then
Kelsey Plum crashing the post-game press conference with the boombox. Incredible.
Smoking
cigars. They're so likable.
Yeah,
so
I
likable.
love them. I love them. There's not a bad seed in the bunch. It doesn't seem like so. Yeah.
Well, there's not a bad seed in the bunch in that For the W team. And
you're too kind. You're too kind.
Jude and Jen, we're so happy to have you as always.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Look forward to future times we get to do this. Kelsey, do you have anything else for tonight?
No, I think that's it. This was fun. I haven't ripped a pack in a long time, so to rip 25 in a row and to sort of feel like every time it might be that single digit or double digit, and for us to just really get the full experience. I think of
what
that
we do this enough.
anticipation every time.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna find that single
you gotta.
digit.
And
We're
even
gonna
if we
just
don't,
go
we
nuts.
have to keep that hope alive. So I feel like for the best that we didn't pull a single digit there. I do love that the last one I think was the highest one of all of them.
I think that
we love
describes
it,
the
but-
team hold pack rip experience to a T.
Yeah. But yeah, this was so fun, and I feel like it's I think it's always good for me personally to kind of bring it back to Top Shot sometimes, because I do feel like I've tapped out a little bit, and so to see that again and to kind of have those conversations again and talk about in their bag and the stuff that's coming up just helps to build excitement. So I think that's great.
Yeah, and if college basketball is your thing, we got people talking college basketball.
Yeah,
people stay on top of the transactions. I'm sure when it gets to free agency, it's going to be hot and heavy in the chat or whatever. I love the positive vibe. I think there's some corners of the Top Shot universe where it's a lot of FUD. I think, mostly we try to keep it positive around where we are. And I think, I just think we got a lot of passionate people, and they're just so, they love the moments too. That's the other thing, is it's not about like on to the next. There's people like literally talking about the moments and just what they love. So it's just great.
Yeah,
That's right.
keeping it about the community, which we love.
Yeah.
So
That's right. Find them in the Top Shot Discord.
yeah, and
Dude.
excited to see them in real life coming soon.
Yeah, let's do
Ice
it.
Field for Christmas drops, Xmas giveaways, all the things.
Yeah,
So exciting.
let's get together for a game. I'm equidistant from Connecticut to Washington, New York City. I'm as equally inconvenient from everywhere. So
Perfect.
I can join somebody at a game, and let's get
Yeah.
some local Sherpas who know the area, and let's get some good food together or a beer or something, and let's go enjoy the game together. So
Love it.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Deal.
would love it. All right.
all
Y'all
right.
have a good night. Thank you for showing up. We'll be back to Rip Packs to talk whatever random stuff enters our head in the near future. So, Jude, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye,
All right.
everyone.
See y'all.